As a service to students, the University of Texas at San Antonio Office of Equal Opportunity Services and Title IX Office is committed to developing and sustaining a learning and working environment that is diverse, inclusive, and free of illegal discrimination and harassment, to include sexual harassment, sexual and relationship violence in any form. The following presentation contains sensitive material for some individuals regarding sexual violence and relationship violence. If you are made uncomfortable by this presentation, please know there are university resources available to help you should you need assistance. College sexual violence facts. College women ages 18 to 24 are 3 times more likely to be victims of sexual violence. 23% of undergraduate female students experience rape or sexual assault through physical force, violence, or incapacitation. 80% of female students ages 18 to 24 who are sexually assaulted do not report their assault to law enforcement. More than 50% of college sexual assaults occur in either August, September, October, or November. Students are at an increased risk during the first few months of their first and second semester in college. Our university believes that it is important for our students to know their rights and responsibilities as it relates to Title IX and Campus Save Act university policy.
We will briefly review Title IX, and we also will review the state legislated House Bill 699, which is a state-mandated requirement to provide students information on UTSA's campus sexual assault policy. Title IX prohibits discrimination on the basis of gender in education programs or activities operated by recipients of federal financial assistance. The Office of Civil Rights provides guidance on the Title IX compliance with respect to sexual harassment and sexual violence.
Here is the Office of Civil Rights, OCR, rationale regarding Title IX. Sexual violence equals sexual harassment, and sexual harassment equals discrimination. The university is required to take immediate action to eliminate harassment, prevent its recurrence, and address its effects.
Every UTSA student has the right to pursue their academic, social, and work activities in a comfortable, non-intimidating campus environment. And while any form of unwanted sexual behavior and violence can be difficult to discuss, sexual violence is an issue that does exist on college campuses.
Sexual violence is any criminal offense under the Texas Penal Code of a sexual nature, including rape, sexual assault, sexual coercion, or other acts of sexual violence. The HB 699 is a House bill enacted by Texas legislature to require university campuses to adopt a policy for campus sexual assault and provide training on our campus sexual assault policy to all entering freshmen or undergraduate transfer students. The purpose is to make the policy available to students, faculty, and staff. All UTSA freshmen and transfer students must complete the HB 699 module in ASAP. Otherwise, a hold will be placed on your student record. The Office of Student Advocacy, Violence Prevention, and Empowerment is available should you need assistance. Contact information is 210-458-4077. And the office is
a confidential office providing a variety of supportive services to students. A confidential advocate is available to listen to students' disclosures of either sexual violence or intimate partner violence. A confidential advocate will listen to students' disclosure in a non-judgmental way and offer options regarding reporting an incident.
Confidential Advocate Supportive Services assist students with the decision-making about what they have disclosed. Crisis intervention, safety planning, academic relief, changing classes, housing issues, accompaniment on campus as needed, and of course, other resources and referrals as needed.
UTSA and our office in support of the university is committed to developing and sustaining a learning and working environment that is diverse, inclusive, and free of illegal discrimination and harassment, to include sexual and relationship violence issues in any form.
This policy is the principal prohibition of sexual harassment, including sexual violence, sexual misconduct, domestic violence, dating violence, and stalking regardless of where it occurs, including both on and off campus if it potentially affects the alleged victim's education or employment. What university procedures are in place to address Title IX grievances and the type of resolution processes. Title IX coordinator receives the complaint and a preliminary investigation is conducted, about 10 days. The EOS office determines what, if any, immediate steps can be taken to end any sexual harassment or prohibited discrimination and protect the alleged victim. Student will be referred to the appropriate offices on campus to receive the support and/or accommodations they may need at this time. For an informal process, the basic steps involved are as followed. Please note this cannot be used for complaints involving sexual violence. Similar to a consultation, options for resolving the specific issue is discussed. The complainant or the EOS office may opt to pursue the formal process at any time. The resolution of an informal complaint is final.
The formal resolution process is more involved and is conducted as a formal investigation and involves the possibility of the imposition of disciplinary action on the alleged offender.
Formal resolution process. Title IX complaint grievance procedure. Submission of a written complaint. A formal investigation is conducted. Involves the possibility of the imposition of disciplinary action on the alleged offender. Appeal process available in the formal resolution. What occurs at the end of an investigation? The EOS investigation will determine if prohibited harassment or discrimination occurred. That determination will be based on a preponderance of the evidence standard, more likely than not. Upon completion of the investigation, EOS will issue a written report, which will include analysis of facts and determination of whether the policy was violated, recommendations to address any issues found, e.g., disciplinary actions, remedial measures, other issues.
It is understandable that you or someone you know may have a concern or be reluctant about reporting these issues. If you or a reporting student requests confidentiality, reasonable steps to honor the request will be taken unless maintaining confidentiality prevents UTSA from responding effectively. Some students may choose to seek support from family and friends. It is important to know that there are university resources, policy, and processes in place that are available to assist students. Only 3 university offices are bound by professional ethics to honor confidentiality. Unless there is an imminent danger to the students or others, they are
Student Counseling Services, Student Health Services, and the Office of Student Advocacy, Violence Prevention, and Empowerment.
HOP 9.04 Consensual Relationships.
UTSA prohibits consensual relationships between supervisors and supervisees, with limited exceptions. This includes relationships between students and faculty members who have direct or indirect supervision over the student. This policy is fundamental to avoiding any real or perceived conflicts of interest, power differentials, and potential emotional distress for all those involved.
Regardless of whether the student is 18, 19, 20, 21, or older, she or he is significantly less powerful than staff or faculty who has authority over a student. Therefore, it is the power differential that makes such relationships inherently unequal, and when relationships are unequal, the concept of mutual consent becomes problematic. Potential boundary violations.
Does your professor or supervisor ask you about your personal life? Does your professor or supervisor's conversation make you uncomfortable? Does your professor or supervisor ever use any embarrassing or inappropriate language? Does your professor or supervisor use your mobile number for anything other than work or school-related issues? Does your professor or supervisor ask you to meet socially or alone? Does your professor or supervisor tell you about personal matters? Has your professor or supervisor touched you inappropriately? If you need to talk through something related to boundary issues, please contact Counseling Services Office, the Office of Student Advocacy, Violence Prevention and Empowerment, the EOS Office, or any other campus staff faculty that you are comfortable speaking with. If you would, take out your phones and take a photo of the screen so you can have this information with you. The EOS Title IX office is available to answer any question. Shown is our contact information. Our office phone is 210-458-4120, and our office is located on the 5th floor of the North Paseo building.
Resources for support and guidance, Counseling Services Office, confidential disclosure, 210-458-4140, same number for after hours helpline. Office of Student Advocacy, Violence Prevention and Empowerment, confidential disclosure, 210-458-4077. Ombudsperson Report Disclosure, 210-458-4040.
If you are in any type of immediate danger and/or life-threatening situation, please contact the UTSA PD 210-458-4911.
This is your college experience. As Roadrunners, we respect each other. We get explicit consent before engaging in any sexual activity, and we see someone in an uncomfortable or unsafe situation, we intervene or call for help. Engaged bystanders play an important role.
Our university wants to make sure that you're informed of all the campus resources to help you or someone you know who has been impacted by sexual violence, sexual harassment, dating violence, domestic violence, or stalking. Our university offices work as a team and are dedicated to providing education and prevention opportunities for you to help contribute to a safe and healthy campus.